Sarah and Lisa had been the closest of friends since their university days, where they shared dreams, laughter, and endless late-night study sessions. After graduation, life took them on separate paths, but their friendship remained strong. Sarah was the more adventurous one, always seeking excitement and new experiences. Lisa, on the other hand, was practical and focused on her career. They both knew each other's strengths and weaknesses well. One summer afternoon, Sarah excitedly told Lisa about a charming man she had met, Jack, who came from a wealthy family and seemed genuinely interested in her. Lisa listened with a smile, genuinely happy for her friend but secretly envious of the life Sarah seemed to be stepping into. Meanwhile, Lisa was dating Michael, a kind-hearted but financially struggling artist. They loved each other deeply, but Lisa couldn't help but compare their relationship to Sarah's seemingly perfect match with Jack. As time went on, Lisa's envy grew. She started to feel overshadowed by Sarah's happiness and Jack's wealth. The thought of Sarah marrying into such privilege while she struggled with Michael began to eat away at her. One day, Sarah mentioned that she was going to visit Jack's mansion, located in an affluent part of town, and Lisa asked to go with her. When they got there, Lisa's jealousy reached its peak, so she decided to take matters into her own hands. Lisa learned where Jack likes to dine, and a few days later, she purposely bumped into him at his favorite restaurant. She feigned surprise and delight at seeing him, and they struck up a conversation. Pretending to be casual, Lisa asked about Jack's relationship with Sarah, all the while planting seeds of doubt about Sarah's intentions. "She's not really interested in you, you know," Lisa lied smoothly. "I've heard her talk about your wealth more than anything else. I think she's just after your money." Jack was taken aback, unsure of what to believe. Lisa continued to spin her web of deceit, fabricating stories about Sarah's supposed flirtations with other men and her ambitions to marry into a wealthy family. Deep down, Lisa knew she was betraying her friend, but her envy and desire to have what Sarah had prevented her from seeing the consequences. Jack, vulnerable to doubt and manipulation, began to distance himself from Sarah, unsure of her true intentions. As weeks passed, Sarah noticed Jack's sudden change in demeanor. Confused and hurt, she tried to reach out to him, but he became increasingly aloof. Eventually, he ended their relationship, citing doubts about their compatibility and trust issues. Sarah was devastated. She confided in Lisa, who comforted her under the pretense of caring. Lisa had gotten what she wanted. Jack was now single, and she could see a future where she could have him for herself. Her plans worked, and Jack eventually asked her to marry him. Their marriage started off as a fairy tale. They lived in luxury, attended lavish parties, and Lisa reveled in the admiration that came with being Jack's wife. However, cracks soon began to show beneath the surface. Lisa discovered Jack's illicit dealings and his dangerous addiction to gambling. Shocked and appalled, she tried to reason with him, but Jack's behavior grew increasingly erratic. She was further dismayed to learn that the source of his money actually stemmed from these same illegal businesses, complicating their already troubled situation. He started disappearing for days in a row, leaving Lisa alone to fend off creditors and manage the fallout from his financial mismanagement. Jack's mounting losses in gambling intensified his temper, driving him to seek solace in heavy drinking. This destructive cycle led to frequent outbursts directed at Lisa, leaving her uncertain and fearful of his unpredictable behavior. The once opulent mansion became a battleground of arguments and shattered promises. Meanwhile, Sarah's life took a different turn. A few months after Lisa and Jack got married, Sarah unexpectedly bumped into Michael, Lisa's ex, at a local cafe. They exchanged surprised smiles and struck up a conversation over coffee. As they caught up, Sarah and Michael shared their stories of heartbreak and betrayal. Sarah opened up about Jack's sudden change and their painful breakup, while Michael shared his experiences with Lisa's departure and the emotional toll it took on him. Bonding over their shared pain and newfound singlehood, Sarah and Michael found solace in each other's company. They discovered common ground in their resilience and determination to move forward despite their past relationships. From that chance encounter, Sarah and Michael formed a deep bond based on mutual support and empathy. Her unwavering support for Michael's artistic aspirations transformed their friendship into a profound and loving relationship. When Michael expressed his dream of launching his own art company, Sarah didn't hesitate to invest not only her savings, but also her belief in his talent. Driven by Sarah's encouragement, Michael's art company thrived, eventually becoming one of the largest and most esteemed in the city. Their combined efforts didn't just secure financial success. It paved the way for a life of prosperity and fulfillment. As Michael's company grew, so did their shared wealth and comfort. Jack's downfall came swiftly and unexpectedly. His involvement in illegal businesses eventually caught up with him, leading to his arrest and leaving Lisa stunned and alone. The lavish lifestyle they once enjoyed crumbled overnight, replaced by fear and uncertainty. A few weeks after Jack's arrest, Lisa faced another devastating blow. The bank, unaware of Lisa's innocence in Jack's schemes, arrived with the police to repossess their matrimonial home. Jack had used it as collateral for loans to fund his gambling activities, without Lisa's knowledge. The debt he accrued was substantial, and he couldn't repay it, leaving Lisa to bear the consequences. Now facing financial ruin and public scrutiny, Lisa found herself in a precarious situation. The life of luxury she had known had evaporated, replaced by legal battles and the harsh reality of her husband's deceit. Lisa, now homeless, decided to return to her parents' house. While there, she heard about how her ex-boyfriend had become a wealthy man and was making significant contributions to the community. She found it hard to believe. The man she had left because of his financial situation was now seemingly successful and influential. Determined to verify this herself, Lisa managed to obtain his address and decided to pay him a visit. Michael opened the door to find Lisa standing there, visibly nervous. Seeing her after such a long time surprised him, and he welcomed her into their opulent home, which left Lisa taken aback. After the initial greetings, Lisa explained how things had unfolded for her since their separation, expressing a lot of regret. She also expressed her desire to reconcile with him and resume where they had left off, now that she had realized her mistakes. Michael smiled kindly and gently informed her that he had moved on and was happily married to an amazing woman now. He then called Sarah to join them, and as Lisa's gaze fell upon her, she stood up in disbelief that they were together now. Feeling shocked, she asked how this happened. Sarah smiled warmly and recounted how she and Michael had connected and supported each other through shared challenges. Michael acknowledged Sarah's great support, admitting he owed much of his success to her. Lisa's head dropped. She felt deep sadness for betraying Sarah and Michael. She began apologizing to both of them, but Michael interrupted her. He reassured her that she had inadvertently done them a favor because had he married her, he might not have achieved what he did. Similarly, if Sarah had married Jack, she might have faced similar challenges. He added that good things often come to those with a pure heart. Lisa nodded solemnly and apologized once more before asking to leave, weighed down by shame and regret. In the days that followed, Lisa embarked on a path of self-reflection and reconciliation, seeking to mend relationships and rebuild her life with newfound humility and understanding. Though the road ahead was uncertain, she carried with her the hope that, with time and genuine remorse, she could forge a brighter future grounded in honesty and integrity. The end.